Right, hello, my name's MrPeachUK and welcome to my first ever attempt to stream Final Fantasy VII live. I say first ever attempt, I was just about to do that and then realised that I hadn't turned the correct mic on. I have two. I have, if you can see it, this one here, which is a bit bulky and gets in the way, and I have this one here. And even though the other one's maybe a bit better quality, this one's just good enough. So I just realised it was picking up the wrong audio and probably couldn't hear me. So I've just started again. Essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to be streaming Final Fantasy VII live on the PS4, as you can see. I've already played it a little bit on the PS4, I think 28% of the trophies. However, I've never quite gone through it all yet, and I want to do it again. I have got Final Fantasy VII on, I've got two copies I think of it, Platinum and the normal copies on the original PlayStation discs. It was one of the first games I played when I was about 9-10 years old, and to this day it remains one of my favourite games. The storyline's fantastic. Music's fantastic, the characters are fantastic, and I know there's a remake right around the corner, but I don't think it's going to be quite what I'm hoping it to be, or anyone else is hoping it to be, for that matter. I hope I'm wrong, I hope it's really good, but I'm a little bit concerned that it's not going to be what we're hoping it to be. I would quite easily take this entire game and literally just update the graphics. That's it. I would see no other changes to it than just graphically updating it. That's all it needs, in my opinion. I don't think it needs anything else. It's a fantastic game, and I'm hoping that I can share this and do it justice, because I've tried a couple of times in the past. I just didn't have the time commitments to be able to record and put the time and effort into it that I think it deserves. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click start in a second. I'm going to let some of the starting intro go through properly, so you can actually get a feel for the proper introduction and the music to it. I'm going to let the comments run a decent amount of time, because everyone reads at different speeds. I'm not going to be too slow, I'm not going to be too fast. If you guys want to get involved, there's plenty of opportunities to name characters that I could do with some thoughts on. Either that or I'll keep them the same. I haven't decided that yet. I'm going to have to decide pretty quickly. So yeah, I want as much interaction from anyone that may or may not be watching as possible. Like, just to, you know, we've got something to bounce off of. What are your thoughts on the games, the game series, Final Fantasy VIII, 9. So yeah, I'm going to get started, and welcome to what I think is one of the greatest games of all time. As I said before, the music to this game is absolutely phenomenal. The main theme for it, the various different situations throughout the game. It's outstanding. Any Final Fantasy fans that hear this particular song will probably get a massive dose of nostalgia and absolutely love it. And every time I hear this song, out with actually knowing I'm going to hear this song, it just puts a big smile on my face, because I know exactly what it is. It's fantastic, fantastic game. So as you can see, I've already had a game there, so I'm going to start afresh. Just going to go right from the start and let's do this. Right, so as you can see, there's 3 times speed if I press L3. I may use this at times. There's no encounters, L3 and R3. Again, I might use that. And again, battle boosts. I'm going to try not to do it in boss fights because I feel like that's kind of taking the mick a bit. I have played this game a lot, so it doesn't matter to me whether I cheese it or not. I've played it a heck of a lot. But the whole point for me is that I'm sharing the game and as it should be played as much as possible. There's a heck of a lot of level grinding if you want to, and if you like that, if you want to get certain things. So I'm going to probably try and speed as much up as I can without rushing it. So like as in rushing the story. I don't want to rush the story, but I would like to speed up some of the battles and unnecessary stuff. So I may well be using so. In fact, I say may well. I'm almost definitely going to use it unless people are properly unhappy about it. But I'm going for it. I've just put the music down a little bit, so I think that it was hard to hear me speaking before. Let me know if it's too quiet. Thank you, Daniel. Sounded better. Without having it in one ear, it's hard for me to tell whether or not my talking's too loud or the game sounds too low. So hopefully people could hear me enough at the start of the video to hear me actually explain what the heck I'm doing here. Right, so there's a potion on that dude. First fight. Soldiers, like the anime, the actual character models look awful. This is actually better than the original because it's slightly, I don't know what to say, remastered when they ported it to like the PC and Steam and stuff, and this is like a port of the port. It's weird, it's hard to explain. There's another potion on this guy. Oh man, oh, decisions. I'm going to need to pick his name in a second. I think I might just keep them all as they're supposed to be called, maybe. I think so. character was the soldier. And with these guys now. And enter the main character for the entire game. You've probably seen him like a million times if you've ever seen anything to do with Final Fantasy VII. So this is Cloud Strife. Let's just select that. Here comes the second nameable character. I always think he's like Mr. T. For those of you that know the A-Team, I always feel like he's just like the "what you doing, sucker?" like that kind of dude. Oh. Right. Okay. Let's run then, shall we? Hey Daniel. I think the favourite things about the game, it's probably more than one thing, but I'm thinking the story and the music. The story and the music are my favourite things about this game. The story is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you for watching, by the way. You can see the chat's actually coming up as well, which is good. And for anyone watching and watching hereafter, Danielle's my partner and she's also my moderator. So don't mess with Danielle. Give me abuse and she's gonna kick your ass. I'll secure our escape passage. Is we really going to blow up this huge furnace? Yes, we are. It will be something to see. Be something to see. Right, so I'm actually I'll show you what I mean about some of the little cheats you can do. So R3 gives you your limit breaks. And L3 speeds things up. So bravery is a limit break. So essentially, your character will get every time they're hit by an attack successfully. Your limit gauge goes up, which you'll see in a moment. I'm going to take that off. You'll see it in the next fight actually, but now the bar's empty, right? Every time you get attacked, that bar fills up a little bit. When it gets to the top, it goes into limit break mode, and you get to use a powerful attack that, against weaker enemies, probably going to kill them. You get different limit breaks throughout the game, so... In fact, let me pop into the settings as well, as there's a few things I like to change usually. One of the things I'm going to change is, I like changing my window colour. There's not many games that actually give you the option to do that, so I'm going to change mine. Put some like purple tinge going on here. Is it like, I can't remember how I had it, it was something like this. We'll go with that, and then I'm going to make these black. It looks like there's like a purple light coming out the corner. I don't know why I like it like that, I just do. I don't like the default look, that was more like how I like it. I'll just leave that unrecommended. Battle speed we'll put up to fast a little bit. I always recommend putting the best battle messages down because the battle messages are actually quite important a lot of the time, so you don't really want to miss those. So I'll put those down a bit, battle speed up a bit. I know it sounds like it's counterintuitive, but it's not. field messages, put that up a little bit. Camera angle, auto. Right, magic order. I prefer attack, restore, indirect. You start off with your attack spells, and then your restore spells, and then it'll be your indirect spells that come at the bottom there. That's my preference though. There's probably people that'll tell you it's better set up in a different way. However, I don't like it that way. So as you can see on this screen, this is where you've got your items, your magic stored in there once you get some. It's what you can equip. Status effects in your character, and all their different stats, they can be changed throughout the game as well. Order is whether you're at the front or at the back. Now, if you're at the back row, you take less damage but do less attack. If you're in the front row, you do more attack and do less damage. You do more attack but also take more damage. Sorry. And limit. This is where you can set your limit breaks that I was just talking about. Config is what we were just in, and to save, you need to be at a save point unless you're on the world map. So I think that's like the basics covered. These two have a bit of a interesting relationship. Right, so that's him joining the party now. Now, usually you have 3 people in a party. Once you've got all your characters, you can also switch them out. So this is the first time you get to actually have a second person in your party, which is obviously early on. You'd usually speak to the other person to open that door, as I just said. But I like to I tend to just talk to everyone. Is the volume of my voice versus the music still okay? Because I'm very aware that Shinra music's quite in your face. Right, so I think now I read somewhere that if you don't take that, there's something else better in there later on, but I always forget and I always take it anyway, so. I've played this game so many times that you'd think that I would know everything there is to know about it, and I feel like even now there's little things that I forget about, or probably still don't know, to be honest. I know a lot about this game, but I haven't played it in a long time as well, so there'll be things that I completely forget or bypass. So if you clock anything and you've got time to stop me from doing it, then let me know. He's getting frustrated that Cloud's got this mercenary attitude. It's just all he cares about is just a job to him. He just wants the money for doing this job with them. He's not actually interested in why they're doing it. Forget that the old slide's not on this one. So I can turn off the random encounters, however I think it's better that we don't at this point. I'll show you what I mean about limit breaks and see how... I see what you're talking about. These will get dispatched pretty quickly now. For anyone watching as well, going forward, just if you're enjoying it, or if you played this game before, just get involved. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. Let me know if you've got any suggestions while I'm playing it. If you're catching this while it's recorded instead of live, then you know, join me for the next one and give me some ideas. Like, just chat with me about it. The whole point of me doing this live is really to be a bit more interactive, because what's the point in me saying tell me for next time and do you know what I mean? It's just I can't stand it when people ask for feedback about something as though they were going to make a decision based on what was said, and it's too late by the time they put the video up. So I've seen that a few times actually. It's kind of annoying. Potion. Didn't need it on that ladder. I got confused for ages. First time I played that, I was like, I'm pressing X, why isn't it jumping onto it? All I had to do was walk over it. So there's distinctive organisations and people in this game that have their own sort of soundtracks, so to speak. Ooh, favourite character. Oh, that's a tough one. You've right put me on the spot there. Right, just before I do R3 again, you can see how the limit break bars are going up now as I'm getting hit. Once that gets full, you'd usually be able to use that's the only time you'd be able to use your limit breaks. So just press R3 and then I'm going to get them back straight away. There we are. So my favourite character. Oh man. Do you know, I like them all, but if I really had to pick one, I actually think Aerith, which I've got the figures lying around here somewhere. If I can actually find it, I'll show you. Here somewhere. If I can find it. I've lost her. She's done a runner. Ah, Aries. Got too much stuff in this drawer down the bottom here. Not drawer, it's a bit of a cabinet. I brought all my figures down for this yesterday. Aha, there she is. Voila! My primer thing's kicking out a bit, but that's Aries. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm actually trying to put my characters in a bit of a stronger position ahead of a fight, and I do this all the time, so... Oh, if only. That'll come up later. No, my favourite character is probably Aries or Aerith, or... there's two spellings of her name. And I can't remember for the life of me why there's two spellings of her name. It's maybe the difference between the Japanese and the sort of US, EU version of the game. But by default on here, her name is Aries. It's not Aerith, so it's an interesting one. However, if we were going to pick any character, good or bad, maybe Sephiroth. I like Sephiroth the baddie. I'm totally just putting spoilers out here on my own stream. However, there he is. He's not even got a sword in his hand. Sword in his hand. There he is. is the main bad dude. And is an awesome one at that. I should probably hit these guys, right? But I should probably be careful here because I'm going to end up running over my own fingers with my chair. That'll be worth something at some point, I hope. They've all been kept quite well, other than the fact they're currently all sitting in a drawer. Or at the bottom of a cabinet. So I can put the ×3 on, like that. There we are. If I put the fighting on, and this will be why I'm using these sort of little cheat code things, because you can actually go through and just get these fights done super quick, because usually grinding out the XP will take you absolutely ages. And what I'm trying to do at the moment is I'm trying to level up my characters. There we are. So cross/gains. That basically means I've just learnt a new limit break. Now if I remember, it goes use the limit break X amount of times is like the first new one that you gain, and then when you start using once you've got that, sorry, in order to get the next limit break level, you have to kill X amount of enemies using that limit break or something like that. Is it that? It's uses and kills, I think. It goes uses, kills, and it alternates between the two before you can actually get a new limit break. Once that reaches the next tier, I'll show you what I mean. So in limit breaks, these are the two choices I'll get now. Instead of just the one, I'll be able to choose one of those every time I've got a limit break. Once I've gained the one in level 2, I need to set which tier of limit breaks I want to use, and then I'll only be able to use the limit breaks in that tier, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. I'm going to do a few more fights and I'm going to run off and kick the boss's ass. See how rapid this is, like it just makes things so much easier and quicker. Especially for doing what I'm doing just now, because I've seen myself, and I have sank hundreds of hours into Final Fantasy VII over the years, purely because I really enjoy it, and I like to level up my characters ahead of these big fights, so I don't ever want to be struggling through them. I actually make sure my characters are in a good position for the fight, because I know they're coming up, so I might as well get them. There we go, there's another one in a decent position. And it's just making sure that you are ahead of the curve, if you know what I mean, with this game. So cross/slash is actually a limit break that will hit more than one enemy as well. It's like a little wave it will send out. I'll need to slow it down a bit when I'm actually in the fight, and you'll see it. There we are. So if I do wrong one. If I do cross/slash, it should hit other enemies. You'll see what I mean. Damage to that person. Ah, I just proved me completely wrong. I'm pretty sure cross/slash hits other enemies. It does like a little wave thing and hits other enemies, unless I'm getting that mixed up with one of the other similar ones. I don't think it's braver. I think that's enough of that for now, right? Let's go and see this boss. So that's our first magic materia. So materia is basically sort of almost like a equipable magic item, and once you've equipped it, you're able to use the spell associated with it, or spells associated with it. Okay. What's he mean by that? Here it comes. Boss fight music. Right, we've actually got our limit breaks right off the bat, so I'm hoping we don't kill it too quickly. I actually kind of want to show you how to do this. Okay, we're good. So, there's a prompt that comes up in this, and when it comes up and its tail's up, anytime you attack it, it will counter-attack with quite a strong attack. So you need to be quite careful what you're doing. Hopefully it'll happen before I kill it, so you can see an example. And all you need to do when that happens is hit right on the D-pad and just defend. Aha, I think it's about to do it. There you go. There you go. Cloud, Barret, be careful. Attack while its tail's up. It's going to counter-attack with its laser. So do you know what? I'm going to show you just once that actually happens. Completely against what I should be doing here, but... there you go. So as you can see, it counter-attacks. So what you want to do is just defend like that. There, it's gone down. So now we're good to actually attack it again. And I think using Bolt is actually your best option on this because it's a mechanical enemy. I think using Bolt works the best. I think. It's pretty strong against it. I'll try the other one just to make sure, but I think Bolt's your best one. Yep, Bolt is. So, if you want to heal your characters at this early stage, you're going to have to use potions. So, I'm just going to use potions to heal myself after that. After me showing you the counter attack. And let's... right, so, there we've got our limit break again. Totally legitimately this time. Don't think it's got much more in the tank. Right, it's defending time. I could actually use this time to use potions because that's not going to do anything. It's only if you attack it, so this is a good time to actually get your health back if you need to. And it's kind of turn-based as well. I say kind of, I think it actually definitely is turn-based, but basically, excuse me, it won't attack until you've had your turn. Right, there it's tails down now, I think. Yep. So it should be good to carry on. There we are. And that's the first boss down. Victory. Can't quite do it. mini Buster Sword. Lots of experience for that. And an assault gun for Barrett. So as you may have noticed, he's got a gun for an arm. Alright, so we've got 10 minutes to get the F out of here. Which is actually way more than plenty of time. This is a safe spot, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save it. Probably should have saved it before the timer, but I'm going to do it anyway. Put in my third memory card. Back in the day we used to have memory cards with X amount of slots on. And let's get out of here. You do get fights in this, so you don't want to linger too long. Just dispatch your enemies as fast as you can. So, no, in fact I'm not. In fact it's going to give me those, isn't it? Yeah. I was just barring this fight. You're pretty much going to see that you'll actually have plenty of time doing this properly. So I'm going to do it properly. I accidentally clicked the button ahead. I'm doing that. Still got 8 minutes on the clock, 8.5. Let's go and help Jesse. Good stuff, very good of us. So I'm not going to use the sort of health slash limit break thing that I'd been using before to speed up the fight. So what you've got to bear in mind is if you're doing this properly, if you're playing this without using these, is that you will probably need to use potions more than I'm going to need to use potions, because that's going to keep restoring my health. Your health does not restore automatically after the fight, so you need to go in either into your actual inventory out on this screen, or you'll need to heal in the actual fight itself when you're in another fight. Using up your potion stock, so you need to keep a close-ish eye on that. Again. Seems like an odd thing to say after a huge explosion like that. It makes sense, but it's an odd thing to say if you didn't have the context. May well heard my dog barking there. Coco saying hello to everyone. Right, so there's actually nothing to grab around here, so you might as well just follow him around. And we're about to see what Danielle asked me earlier, who is my favourite character. This is my favourite character. The flower girl. You want to pick nothing, hey? Don't see many flowers around here. I don't see any reason not to pick these unless you're trying to get a date with someone else down the line. Spoilers, hashtag. But I don't think picking these would matter even then, as there's plenty of other opportunities to further your favour with others. And buy one. So that was right, so we follow her to the same bit. Excuse me, I feel like I need to yawn or something. There is actually a potion in this area. I think there's, I feel like, I want to say there's more than one thing to find. I feel like I did once. But you do come back through here at some point later. So I could just be mixing it up. And that's the team that we just did a mission with there. So what's this person saying to it? Big explosions is what's going on. Okay, here we go. Let's just fight them. I ain't running. Plus I can do this. Bam bam. I mean, if you can get through it that quickly, you might as well just fight them, eh? Speed it up again. And for anyone that's sort of unaware of what I'm doing, I'm actually going to speed up all the monotonous fights. Anything important that I feel like you need to know, I will try and show you. Like I have been so far. I've been trying to say about how certain things work, and I'll continue to do that as well. But monotonous stuff, getting sped up. Hey, stop yawning. Ooh. I think I've completed it all the way through about 3 times, I want to say. I think. But it depends on like how you, like story-wise I've completed it about 3 times, but with varying levels of completion, I guess. So we're looking at, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120 we're looking at doing all the extra side quests and things like that, so I'm gonna say 3. It's hard to tell as I've been playing this for a lot of years, so it's a shame you've not played any of these actually. I think you'd maybe enjoy them. I don't know. Like, they're relaxing. He's a very angry dude. Oh, nothing, sorry. Big entrance, eh? Just what I always do, just blasé. Sorry about that, one moment. Oh, shot. I don't think that he liked being called out on the fact he actually genuinely was worried about him. Is she flirting? You are welcome. Didn't want you to get blown up. See Barrett look over at him then. Right, let's skip that. I didn't really. Sometimes you talk to him again, you'll get another dialogue. Okay, mate. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, I can't say that, I'm not that mean, even if he is just a computer character. What do you have in mind, Wedge? You can. bombs and monitors, flashy stuff. Make me a smidgen smaller for next time. Let's do it now. Like magic. Just means you can see the writing a bit better. Need to lie up for the next job we do. Looking forward to it. Like it with a bang. Oh god. Impressive. Full of surprises. Floating city. Floating. So we can actually go off to the, well, for you it's that way, to the right. And go into the train graveyard and do some fights. At this point, let me speak to this dude first. Been through that. inspirational. There are ghosts there. It's a lot of wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, so as you can see, you can go here and you can do some fights. There's not a massive amount of point to doing that just now, but it can be useful if you want to grind some extra XP. I think you can get some items from there that may be useful as well, but I'm not sure if the monsters you need to steal those from. In fact, I don't think we've got the materia to take the items yet. Yeah, we won't. We need to steal materia. But you can come when you come back. I'll spend some time in a train graveyard when you next have to go through it. We'll be seeing this again later. Thanks, bro. Right. Tell me what to do. Right. So with that, I'm gonna call this one a wrap. And save it just now. Want to say thanks to you, Danielle, for putting me right with the sound levels and for interacting with me a bit on this. Didn't have to. I was expecting you to just be chilling next door. Excuse me. Oh, so tired. Excuse me. Everyone else. I need to be less tired the next time I do this. Been taking Christmas decorations down all day and been quite busy, so I'm quite looking forward to just relaxing. But I've wanted to do this. I've been wanting to do this for 2 days now, so I wanted to get this done and dusted. Get a start made on it, basically. I will be streaming this again. I'm not going to be dropping this one, so yeah, good question. I will definitely be, I think next week, I'm pretty sure I will be. It will likely be a Monday, a Wednesday, and or a Friday. It just depends which days I'm free to actually do it on. I'm hoping to stream this more than once a week, but if I can't, I'm going to try and do it at least once a week. I may do some leveling in between just to cut down some of it, so you guys are only seeing mainly the story. I'm not just sitting there running doing fights the whole time, but hopefully anyone watching this after the fact, I'm quite aware that there's not really been anyone in the stream. I've had 2 people watching most of the time, one of which is my better half, and thank you for that. However, if you are watching this after the fact, let me know what your thoughts are. Leave me a comment. Let me know what I can do better, what you want to see. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. Do you like the game? Do you like the game series? Who's your favourite character? Same questions that Danielle put out. You know, why don't you let me know who your favourite characters are, and how many times you played it, if you completed it, if you never played it before, are you wanting to play it? So many questions, so many things that we could go through. But just let me know what your thoughts are, and I'm going to call it a wrap for now. And next time we come back, we are going to do what Barrett just said and go and see him. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time to continue this amazing story. Thanks guys, good night.